Flosstube. Welcome to my channel, Adorable Hobby. My name is Astrid and this is a space where I like to share about my cross-stitching work. Well, it's officially autumn here in Japan, and even though it's autumn, it still very, very hot. Not as hot as summer, but it still very warm. I'm really looking forward to get a little bit more of wind and breezy outside, so I'm looking forward for the temperature to go a little bit lower. I really like autumn here in Nagoya, and for me, autumn, springs are good seasons here, so I'm really looking forward for that temperature to go low. Yeah, so it's been 2 weeks since my last video. As I mentioned it, I'm gonna try to upload videos every 2 weeks so I can show some progress. And even though it has been 2 weeks, it actually has been a very busy time. The past weekend, we celebrated my husband's birthday. So we have some family coming home and we spent some time together. It was really nice and an enjoyable time with family. And yesterday was Saturday for me. So I had to attend a professional development workshop. So that took my whole Saturday. I arrived home, to be honest, very tired. Not much energy to cross stitch. So I hope I can cross stitch a little bit tonight. But let's see. But yeah, it's been 2 weeks, but I still have been doing some little things. I have some FFOs to show, some finishes, and of course, all of the whips. So let me flip the camera and let's start. Okay, so let me start by showing you my first FFO. This is Boost Hisses and Cross Stitches by Primrose Cottage. So this one, I actually stitched this pattern last year and I just fully finished it for this Halloween. So this is actually stitched on a Japanese fabric. It's they call it kogin, and it's a khaki color. This fabric, it was meant for like a Japanese for a Japanese stitching technique, using like running stitches. It's a very old technique. Actually, it was made in the northern of Japan in a prefecture that is named Aomori. So I just saw this fabric, and actually I have one here. It's not the same color, but I have this one over here. This is actually the fabric. I bought it long time ago, and I just thought, okay, it looks like a fabric that I can cross stitch on, but it's actually a little bit challenging because it has a lot of holes, and when I pull the thread, it tends to, you know, just like put together. So you have to be a little bit like careful when you're pulling your stitches. But it's nice. It's just a different experience. I'm not sure like if I will stitch like a big piece on it, but for small ones, I think it was okay. So yes, so this is my full finish. I just put like a little cord that I had that I actually also bought it long time ago, that I thought, okay, this could be for like a Halloween finish, and I thought it could be for this one. It has like a little gold, orange, and purple. And on the back, I put this fabric. It's a very bright fabric, but I'm okay with it for now because I thought this could be just a fun one. Just like very bright. I actually changed the colors for this one. I'm gonna see if I can put the original here too. Like, if I'm not, because this was from a long time ago, it's like it's black and oranges and a little bit of purple, but I changed it to like more bright oranges and a bright purple, and I added it some green because as I said, when I saw this one, I just thought I can just have fun with it, adding just different colors. And sometimes for some Halloween pieces, I like to add bright colors. So it depends on my mood. Sometimes bright, sometimes muted. But for this one, yes, I thought the bright colors will be nice. So yeah, this one it was really nice to stitch it. I actually forgot that I didn't fully finish it. So it was nice that I just saw it and I'm like, I'm just gonna finish it right now. Actually, I'm gonna display it at my entrance where I have all the other pieces as well. So this was my full finished for this week. Then the next one that I want to show you, it's my finish. Not fully finished, but I just finished. It's this one over here. I'm so happy about this one. I know I've been talking a lot about it. It's the Little Witch by Crocette Gogo. I stitched this one on a Belfast flax count 32. So look at this cutie. Isn't she cute? I really like this witch. For this one, I just got the PDF. So I'm sorry about that. And I added it the candy corn. But something funny that happened, like this was my last candy corn that I had in my stash. So one of the things when I got this candy corn was like the bottom part of the candy corn was actually missing. I don't know why. So the store where I buy these buttons is actually not very close to my house. It's quite far. So I didn't have the patience to go all the way there and to make sure if they still have the candy corn buttons, because I bought this one a while ago. So one of the things that I noticed is like I also had this moon button, and my husband was really nice. He helped me. He likes to do modelism, which means he likes to work with like small pieces to create airplanes and cars and those kind of things. So he was really nice. He just helped me to try to cut these parts over here and try to polish this part as well, and cut the back part and paint it and everything, so I can just put it here on the bottom. So let me show you. So if you put it very close, maybe you can see a little bit here, but I'm okay with it. Like, I was just really happy that he just helped me so I could finally finish it. I was, as I said, I wasn't very patient. So I just really wanted it to finish this little witch. So, yeah, as I said, he was so sweet helping me. So it's done. Isn't she cute? I really like the everything, like the pumpkin. As I mentioned, the pumpkin, I changed it. I didn't do the white teeth for the pumpkin. That was my only change. For the rest of it is the same. I think for the cat and the pumpkin, I think I just made the mistake to do it one stitch to the left, I think. But good thing is like it didn't mess up the rest of the design, so I just left it as it was. But look at the cute little spider hanging up from its web, and the whiskers of the cat. Let me see if I can just show them a little bit closer. Yeah. And the face of the witch. Isn't she so cute? It looks like she's up to something. Maybe to make a potion or something. I don't know. She's up to something. I really like that little face. So, yeah, it was a lot of like orange for the skirt. Not a lot, but it was a bulk of it. Like, I have to spend some time really stitching that orange skirt, but it's adorable. I mean, it's worth it, right? So yeah, one of the things I noticed is that the candy canes here are like in the different order, right? White, yellow, and orange. And the candy cane here is like white, orange, and yellow, which I think is the actual one. So, but not a big thing. But she's so cute. I'm so glad that I finished her. So I'm gonna turn this one as a pillow, and I'm still considering if I'm gonna use this fabric over here or maybe this one over here. I'm not sure. I like the orange color for this one and the cat that matches with the design. But that's it, right? The graveyard doesn't match. But it goes on the back. So my other choice, my second choice is this one, the bats. So any suggestions, I'm more than happy to hear. So I'm gonna think about it. This is something I want to finish this week as well. So I'm also not sure if for this one I'm gonna put like a rickrack or something around the pillow. For my animal pillows from the same designer, Crocette Gogo, I'm not putting anything. I'm leaving it as a simple pillow. If you have watched my previous videos, you will see them there. But for this one, I don't know. It's Halloween, so I'm not sure if I will put also like a pom-pom butter or as I said, just a rickrack, or leave it simple. I'm still thinking about it because Halloween is fun. I want to have fun also with my finish. So this is the little witch. Yeah. So this is my finish of this week. Okay, so for my new starts, I only have one new start. Let me show it here. And let me put maybe here the original. This is the mini Halloween garden. Yes, the mini Halloween garden by Buena Pieza. This is a Spain designer, and I'm stitching this on a Cosmo Fabric 16 on a black one. And I'm enjoying a sale in Spain actually from the sewing box Merce. It's a Spain Flosstube, El Costurero de Merce. So I'm joining that sale, which we're supposed to finish this design by the end of October. And it's the first time I'm stitching this designer, and it's very, very cute. I like her style of designing. She has a lot of other pieces as well. Most of them are done for you just to put it in a hoop. So we're supposed to finish this by the end of October. I'm pretty confident that I will finish it because it's very small. Look at that. It's a tiny, cute one. And it has this cute little ghost. Let me show it. Sorry, the fabric might be a little bit dirty. But anyway, look at that. Isn't it cute? Tiny little ghost. And it has this little garden. And look at that little pumpkin. I like how these little cute motifs represents like a picture. So I'm gonna continue stitching this one as well. And yeah, this one is actually a freebie. So if you go to her blog, to Una Buena Pieza blog, you can still get this one for free. So I'm really happy. It's just like maybe 1/3 of the whole design. I don't think I'm still in 50% of it, but should be able to finish it soon. So I'm happy about this one as well. I'm having fun with it too. I think that's with me. I really enjoy the Halloween patterns. I always have fun with the colors. So yeah. So this is my new start of the week. It's actually my only one that I started it. So yep. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you my whips. So something I've been working on is on this one. This is the Witch's Gathering. Let me put the original here from Durene Jones. I'm stitching this on a Cosmo Frozen Blue on a 16 count. And I'm happy I'm finished the first half of it. This is actually a biscornio. So let me show you maybe here. So I already finished the 4 little witches. One of the things that I noticed is, like, if you see it, this witch over here, I stitch it to a point on the towards the top and at one point towards the right, which made my witch match the border here and these orange motifs here. So it should be something like this, see? Like this. But I don't want to remove the stitches. None of us wants to do that, right? So my husband is like, don't remove it, it's fine. I still need to finish, I think, the cat over here. Yeah, I think it's missing the bow now that I'm looking at it. But it's pretty much done. This is the whole top of the biscornios. I actually changed the colors as well. I think I mentioned that on my last video. I was going to change it to different colors. I'm following the palette, of course, because it's just orange, green, purple, and black. But I'm changing also, like, the cats. I just decided to do the striped cats and just the whole color of cat. One is black, the other one is gray. Also, it has like a purple pumpkin, especially because of the orange witch. instead of making, of course, an orange pumpkin. The design has like a purple one, but I decided to change it. I just put like a green and orange. So I made the same one over here, orange and green. I don't know why, but I was like, I'm not gonna stitch a purple pumpkin. I don't know why, but anyway, look at the cute spiders. I really like the spiders. They're so tiny and cute. Yeah. And one of the things that I really like is this border over here. It has like I stitched this one with a DMC. It actually advises you to stitch it with like with a similar thread, but since I changed my colors to a more muted one, I used this one. It's beautiful. I really like it when I'm stitching with this one, the border. So I'm looking forward to stitch the border of the bottom of the biscornia. I actually started it to stitch a little bit already. Let me open it. There we go. So I started to stitch a little bit the corner over here. So I should be able to finish the bottom one and hopefully start making my biscornia. It's gonna be my first time to make one of those. so let's see how that goes. So yeah, but as I said, I really like this variegated color. It's so cute. I'm so happy it matches with my choice of colors for my witches. So yep. So this is one of my whips. Then my second whip. Let me show here. Is this one over here? I think I showed this one also last week. I completely forgot that I started this one. I only had this piece. Let me see if I can put here also like the one that I showed 2 weeks ago, the last time. So I only had this part over here, and as I mentioned it on my last video, I wasn't sure if I should continue using this fabric or if I was having issues with having everything brown and orange. So as you can see, and as one of the commenters on my video said, I should keep using the same fabric, and I totally agree. I'm like, yes, I'm gonna keep using the same fabric. As I said, this one I hand dye it with coffee and tea, and I decided then to change the colors. So this pattern has pretty much orange and browns, so I decided to change it for these 3 oranges over here. So these are the oranges that I'm planning to use, and you can see them over here. I'm still not stitching everything because I just want to make sure that my choices are okay. So I just finished to stitch this banner over here with the purples. So I'm gonna put the purples over here. And I think I'm okay with it. It looks actually darker than what it is. And then I'm choosing these 3 greens over here. Move maybe a little bit more. And I'm gonna use these 3 greens. Well, this is a gray kind of green. It's more like a gray for this one over here. So, and it has like a light green here, and the white, and of course the black. So these are the colors that I'm gonna use for my Halloween tiny town. I think I'm gonna stick to it. I really like it. I still have to remove this one. Maybe it's not visible here, but this one stills with the dark brown that I was starting with, so I might remove it. See, I don't like removing it, but anyway, I might need to stitch this on a whole black. So yes, I think as I said, I will stick to it, especially with the purples. I was doubting a little bit about the purples, so I think I'm gonna continue using the purples. So yeah, this is my Halloween tiny town. As I said, I'm looking forward to finish it. I also wanted to show you like the folders that I use for like this kind of like project. Maybe it's too soon over here. Here in Japan, I find like this kind of like a folders, and it's actually very cheap. You won't believe it. It's just $1. But it's really good. I really like them. It's kind of like hard. The zippers are really good. I found it, as I said, in the 100 yen shop, which is like the dollar shop here in Japan. But as I said, it's really strong, like even like a little bit washable. You can see through. They're very practical. Zippers are nice. I usually storage them upside down, so it's easy for me just to pull it out of my basket or my box so when I need it. So I really like these folders. I have a lot of them. So I will show you a folder that I finished at the end of this video because that's something new that I started it to do. But I also just wanted it to show you what is like the kind of folders that I storage my work. So it's very economic for me. So, okay. So that's like my second one. Moving to a third one. This is actually one, let me show it to here. This is, let me zoom it a little bit so we can see it better. This is Boo Crew by Fat Quarter Shop. Let me see if I can put the original here. So I stitched this one actually long time ago, but when I found the other project that I just showed you of my FFO, the Boost Hisses and Cross Stitches, I also found this one. And this one I noticed that I didn't finish it. And the reason is like, as you can see in the original, it's a very long one. It's the whole word of Boo Crew. So I just decided to cut it. I saw that a lot of people made it just the word Boo. So I think I'm gonna do that. My idea is just to leave the O here, but I really like the cat of the design. So I'm gonna add the cat over here and maybe we'll add something around it. So maybe I can make it into a pillow. So let's see how that works. When I started this project, one of the things that I really like about this project is to use these two colors over here. The plum paisley and lobster claw. So my idea is to finish actually this O over here with that orange. To finish the word Boo. So yeah, this is actually also a freebie. So I hope if you still go to the Fat Quarter shop, you can still find it free. You can just download it. The cat is really cute, as I said, so I think I'm just gonna try to finish this one also to add it on my Halloween decoration as well. Look at this beautiful, I really like this orange. I know it's super bright, but I like it. And I think it's a perfect color for Halloween. Again, I like to use sometimes the bright colors for Halloween. I like just to have a little bit fun with it. And this one looks very dark here, but it's not that dark. I hope you can see through too. It has like a dark purple and this beautiful purple over here. So I like the variegation also. So I'm gonna, as I said, it looks very dark here, isn't it? Darker than what it is. But yeah, so I started it a little bit. So let's see. I'm gonna continue to see if I can work on this one as well. As I said, I have it for a long time ago, right? 2022, so that's 3 years. That's something we need to finish, or I need to finish. So I cannot remember the fabric, actually. I didn't mention the fabric, but I cannot remember. I don't know if I have it on my Instagram, because since it's from long time ago, I didn't used to write all the details of my work. That's something I'm trying to do now with my Instagram, to take notes of my fabric, of my flaws, so I can keep it also for myself. So yeah, but for sure it's a 16 count. It looks like a gray something. So yep, that's Boo Crew. That for me will be Boo. Then my last whip is this one over here. This is Sushi and soy sauce from Canvory UA. This is a very cute one. Let me put the original here. As I said, I just chose to do this project because yes, I'm living in Japan and it's so cute. It's like the perfect match, right? The perfect match with the soy sauce and the sushi. There's no way to eat sushi without soy sauce. So Let me put here also like the last photo of my last time I showed this project. I made some progress already. I finished the whole part of the soy sauce. I started stitching the heart, and I started at the sushi. I'm so happy with the sushi. Then this white one has 4 white colors. It doesn't look like, but it has like 2 grays and 2 type of whites to stitch here. So I still need to fill out this part. I'm just filling out this part with white. I just need to finish it. I'm putting the seaweed here. I'm already started to work on the seaweed on the, we call it nori. Yes, and the fish here. I like that orange color too. They are very cute. So I'm having fun with this one too. Even though it's nothing related to the season, as I said, I'm really looking forward to stitch this one and put it in my craft room. Yeah, just to have some fun with that too. So that's my progress. I'm not sure when I will be able to finish this one, but I don't have any rush to finish it. Anytime I just feel like it, I just grab it and start stitching on it. So yeah, so this is my last whip. Then okay, now I wanted to show you one project that I just finished. I finished this folder and I'm so happy because it was, I have to be honest, it was a little bit challenging to sew this whole folder, but I'm really happy of my final sewing. This is a folder that I actually follow the tutorial from Elizabeth Can Stitch. She has a lot of tutorials. I also have in the comments from one of my videos that I should also follow the tutorials from the East Coast Crafter, which she also has a lot of nice tutorials as well. I have to be honest, I watch a lot of tutorials. So let me show you a little bit about this folder. So it has a lot though. Yes, so I make this clear pocket over here. My idea is to put my fabric in here because this can be quite sticky. So I'm planning to put my fabric over here, and I have to be honest, I thought the zipper was going to be challenging. It wasn't that challenging as much as the border, the binding. That was really challenging. And it has a pocket over here as well, so you can put something inside. One of the things that I saw, I cannot remember, I saw some people, like some Flosstubes, especially from Spain, that they have this kind of like holder for their floss, especially because they do a lot of like big projects, so they can sort out all of the floss here. So I like that idea. I didn't stitch all of the pockets. One of the things that I did is, like, here in Japan, they sell like the pages to put inside of your folder, so you can put like cards or coins inside, because here in Japan people collect a lot of things. So I just bought one of those and stitched it to the fabric, and then put a little bit of the binding as well. And I just put like this is actually masking tape, so I can see where to put my floss. Yes, so I just stitched it on the fabric. So it was a lot simpler. I saw a tutorial where you can put like the clear one and make your own pockets, but that's a lot of stitching or sewing, I guess. But I still did sew the film that I bought, so I have fun. Yes, this was a fun one to do. It was a lot simpler than what I thought when I bought this pocket film. So I'm putting this one over here, and then my idea here is like if there is like a paper project, of course I can put my pattern here, but as I said, most of mine are PDFs, so I can put maybe other things. So I created just a pocket here in case I want to put something else too, like and this is a foldable little basket that I also like follow it. So this is foldable, but you can open it here and create this little basket. My idea is to put here like my scissors and the left overs, like the ends of the floss, because I do collect them, because I use them later to refill pillows as well. So that's my idea. I'm still thinking to make my pin cushion as well, because those are the things that I really need. I need somewhere to put my scissors, and that it's usually, I try to use like boxes or little things where I can just put my scissors in and then just throw, as I said, all the like the ends of my flosses. So I even have one here. There you go. It goes in there. So yeah, and my idea is like I sometimes the boxes you have to storage it somewhere else, right? But this one is foldable, so I can just put it here. So I might make like my scissors, and as I said, maybe like a little pin cushion where I can pin my needles. So yeah, so this project actually inspired me. As I said, I mean, this fabric inspired me to try to stitch something with like a little fox. So that is maybe something I'm going to explain you now when we talk about plants. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about my plants. As I show you my folder, the fabric of the animals, of the autumn animals, inspired me to try to stitch something really with a fox. I really wanted it to stitch a fox, and I was really happy because I actually find out that Crocette Gogo created this design. Let me put it up here. Is the two foxes, and it's actually a collaboration with Cotton and Twine. Cotton and Twine sends like monthly kits or PDFs if you want to, and I actually subscribe to the PDF to receive it every month. So for the month of September, you receive this one over here. So I was really happy because it matched it with my folder. So I'm like a little kid, very excited. I'm gonna for sure start stitching that this coming week. The foxes are really cute. Yes. So unfortunately, you can't subscribe for this design anymore because the deadline was September 25th. I actually just received it, so that's what I'm going to start stitching it. But one of the things that I read on their information when they send the PDF is like Crocette Gogo has agreed to continue designing similar patterns for the other seasons, for winter, spring, and summer. So I'm really excited to see what the winter design is going to be. So I'm gonna remain in the subscription because I'm really looking forward to also receive for the upcoming months, even though I'm not sure what it's gonna be, right? So it's kind of like a mystery kind of thing. So let's see. But I'm excited. At least, as I said, I'm looking forward for the other seasons from Crocette Gogo. So yes, so that's for sure my number one plan. Another plan that I'm thinking is actually the style that I joined, which will you stitch, from Christy and Anna. They decided to extend their style until the end of October. So which means I can stitch one more little witch, right? So I don't know. I'm thinking maybe to stitch this one over here. It's from Brenda Gervais, the Witch's Brew. I'm actually, I really like it. I actually had this pattern for a while, but for some reason, every time I see the cup, even though it's a beautiful purple cup, it's a lot of purple, right? So, but I want to. I mean, it's a little cute. I have already another witch from Brenda Gervais, a witch project from Brenda Gervais. So I thought that this could be also another cute little one added to it. So let me see. I'm trying to think if this could be something that I can start stitching during October since the sale got extended. So yeah, that's another one. And I think that's for now. Like another thing I usually try to do around October is start thinking about my Christmas ornaments. I really like to give to some of my colleagues and family members like a little ornament for Christmas. So I need to start thinking what kind of ornaments I will stitch. So I'm gonna start getting some ideas for that as well. I mean, it's October, November, and then it's pretty much Christmas and there's a lot of things to do in December. So October is usually the time that I start stitching for that. So I have some ideas in mind, but I'm not 100% sure yet. So I'm gonna start looking around. I'm gonna start seeing some designs, something that I can feel inspired to stitch, because I like to stitch a lot of little ones. So it has to be something that I will really enjoy, right? For like a couple of months stitching. So maybe I might show you something on the next video as well. So I hope you enjoyed everything you watched today. Thank you so much for spending some time with me, and see you in 2 weeks. Bye.